Hi guys, Coach Fenz here from FTP Training. Really excited to be partnering with Velothon this year, providing FTP training programs for you to be able to purchase to be in Optimus Prime come event day. The Velothon is an event that's going to have a lot of climbing. You've got the two choices of either the one-day event, around 90k or 150k. You've also got the three-day event. As I say, both have lots of climbing. The three-day event over 5,000 meters. So what does that mean for us as we're starting to try and prepare for an event like that? Before you start on the specifics of our FTP training program 12 weeks from the event, what I suggest you do is you start to build up a really good aerobic base. But not aerobic base just made up of riding around with your mates, going to the coffee shop, etc. I'd suggest trying to fit in tempo rides, trying to get at least one solid hilly ride in per week if you can. And that will target the specific muscles that will develop them so that when we start on the program, everything's fine. Your muscles have developed, your body is developed to be able to sit in that position for longer periods of time at the right cadences. So what are the cadences that I would be looking at in this sort of pre-program start? I would think about doing some SE work. SE stands for strength endurance. That's lower cadence work, anywhere from 50 to 70 RPM. What this does in climbing is really develop and recruit a large muscle mass to basically make you stronger. It's like doing a weights training session on the bike. When you're out there, if you can find some climbs to do, you might want to do some repeats to get that time in the saddle, in that position. Okay, so that's tip number one. Tip number two is, as winter's approaching, of course, the time frame that we can ride, especially during the week, is vastly diminished unless you want to go and brave the elements and brave the cars in the dark. So for a lot of us, especially if you're working, you've really got to try and juggle work life, family life, and time to train. A great way to do that and really get the optimal sort of bang for buck is indoors on the trainer. You know, there are great trainers out there now, smart trainers, and they have a gamut of different softwares that you can use online, like Zwift or CompuTrain or Trainer Road, Sufferfest. They're all great because they engage you into something other than just sitting on the trainer. The key to those sessions will be trying to, again, simulate climbing. So you can fit in your group rides at the weekend and get your endurance stuff, and then during the week have these 1 hour focus sessions. I'd look to maybe do a Tuesday and a Thursday with a recovery day or day off Monday, Tuesday. You might fit a recovery ride in on the Wednesday. Those 1 hour sessions should consist of tempo to low threshold based efforts with the wheel set up on on a couple of books or on a chog of wood or something that gives your bike the position of maybe going up a climb, which is sort of 6, 7, 8% gradient. Again, when you're on the bike then in that position, you're going to be recruiting the glutes and the specific muscles that you're going to need to recruit when you go and ride the Velothon. And of course, most of us don't necessarily live in an environment where we have those big climbs. So it's especially important to do that if you're in the city or if you don't have the availability of good bergs to climb. Number three, practice eating, drinking and recovering during this period of time as you start to develop your foundational strength and endurance to start the program. What does that mean? Most people forget to start taking energy gels or bars in training. And then come race day, they take them and they have gastrointestinal issues because they weren't used to doing it. So what I'd suggest, especially not during the week, but on the longer rides at the weekend, start to find the gels or the bars that really work for you. It means you can test them out, find the ones that you go well on, find the ones you like and that you can easily digest and quite like taking. If you use them on the weekly basis during the weekends, and it just makes sure that when you come to start the program and we get into some really intense stuff, you're prepared and you can actually get the quality of the session because you're ingesting the right amount of carbohydrate. But it also means that come event day, you're going to be able to use it without having any issues. That's especially prevalent for not just the one day, but even more so for the multi-day event, because if you have issues on the first day, then it's going to impact your second and third day as well. You may also want to try thinking about what recovery, post-ride recovery drinks you may be finding at work really well for you. So if you do a big bunch ride with your mates on a Saturday and you want to go out and do an endurance ride on a Sunday, maybe when you get in from that ride, start thinking about what type of recovery drinks you can use. Remember, they've got to have protein as well as carbohydrate to help that recovery process. All right, guys, 3 quick tips that'll get you in great condition and foundation condition to start our program 12 weeks from the event. So keep an eye for the adverts coming out. I'm going to write the program and tailor it specifically for riding up on the... So don't miss out on the opportunity to be fitter and faster and stronger than you ever thought possible, and have a fantastic time up at Velothon. All right, guys, I'll catch you out in the road or trails. Bye-bye.